Okay, so I sanded this piece of cedar. I got my high voltage output connected right here through a little hole that I punched, and I got the ground of the microwave oven transformer with, through an alligator clip that's clipped onto that side. Got my electrolyte, which is just warm water and salt. And you want to make sure it's all getting shaken up. Okay. So now I'm just going to spray it because I'm lazy. You want to make sure that the ends where the leads connect are good and wet, because those are the things that tend to dry out first. And make sure you, whenever I turn this on, you're not touching the table.
Alright, ready?
Wait, were you rolling?
Yeah, rolling.
Alright. You already hear the electricity go. One thing I forgot to do though is was get my brush. Where the hell is my brush? You see that little jar of electrolyte? It's over there, and you're still recording, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, it's over there, to the left.
Left? Oh, this?
Yeah. Right, pretty. The only reason I'm using this brush is just to make sure that the connection, there's a circuit between all this. But yeah. By the way, don't get poison oak.
Don't ever do it.
Not even once. Poison oak, not even once.
Alright.
You know what? Oh, there it goes.
Whoa.
That's better. I think next time I'll let the electrolyte soak into the wood a little bit.
Where's the weird pattern shit?
Takes time, man. It's a process. Wait, what? You're not recording?
I am.
Oh. There it goes.
Whoa.
That looks awesome.
Alright. Whoa.
And I do not recommend this particular setup. It's kind of dangerous. But I just wanted to do this to show you the basic principles how this is done. But I have no problem if you don't want to do this because it's too risky, which I totally understand. I have no problem with shipping these out to you.
And for the price.
Well, just for price of shipping would be nice. But what you want to do is once the design fractal thing starts forming, you want to make sure that it doesn't burn, you know, by keeping it wet, because that'll put out any fires. It'll keep the design clean looking and not getting all smeared and covered with its own soot. And it'll maintain the electrical connection. So it's like process depending on your electrolyte and the wood and all these different factors.
Smells good.
Oh yeah. Also doing a well-ventilated area. I'm fortunate enough to have a hood sucker thing for my garage.
A vent. Auto vent. Cool.
See right there, it's getting a little hard to distinguish because it's burning in the same spots. You want the design to be ever traveling and never just kind of confined within itself. Look at that.
Right.
Awesome.
So this one's mine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy. Where'd you learn to do this?
A YouTube video.
Ah,
Try not to, don't touch the table.
okay.
See that? How it's spreading from the middle of itself outwards? You want that to keep going on. Sometimes it'll backtrack into itself. I like to wet the middle of it. Because it'll keep the middle from continuously burning and it'll keep the outer part spreading, which is what you want.
Cool.
It's like this wood is turning Super Saiyan.
Alright, it is.
See how this one just started sprouting in a brand new area from the inside out? That's what you want. That makes the coolest designs.
Cute.
And see how this one right here, it's about to connect to that other design.
Nice.
And this one's kind of just turning around and burning within itself. You want to keep that wet, you want to keep that wet. You want to keep the ends wet. That one caught fire. There you go. See, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Forging new territory. It's like a map that's just making itself.
Out of wood. Cool.
Make sure to remember to put out fires.
Only you can prevent table fires.
Well, that's true. See how that caught fire? So it kind of takes a little babysitting, a little tending to, but
It comes out really pretty.
most of the time, yes, it does. Just about done with that. Yeah. Oops. No. There we go. The switch is really kind of dangerous looking.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so first thing you want to do, I don't recommend this setup because it's a little dangerous, but it's my stuff. I know what I'm doing, more or less. But you want to disconnect your leads first. Make sure they're not in a place that will accidentally kill somebody if the power accidentally comes on. It happens. See, this is what we got. Okay.
Nice.
Now it's unfinished still, but you can see how it's starting to turn white right here. That is the dissolved salt. And so what I like to do is I like to run it underwater.
You got that.
I got it. Yeah, I know my garage is messy. Just get like a nice soft bristle toothbrush, cold water, and you don't want to put the stream of water directly onto the wood, simply because it kind of messes up the surface of the wood, makes it look all worn and stuff, and I want it to look as clean as possible. So I fill up a water bottle, maybe have a couple of drips on there, fill up a water bottle, go from the middle, angle it outward. Okay, and then you get your brush, and you don't want the bristles going the direction that you're pushing the brush. You want them going away, so like that. You want to disturb the wood as least as possible. See, I'm going like round, and then I'm turning round, to kind of clean up all the little soot inside. And as you can see, the soot that's coming up into the water You don't want that sitting on top of the design for too long because it'll start to color the wood dark. And if you want it to look as clean as possible, you want to avoid that.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do this once, but usually I take the brush and water to it and rinse and brush and rinse and brush maybe about 3 or 4 times. It's really up to you. But the more times you do it, the cleaner it looks.
Nice. 11-minute video, Bill. 11-minute video.
Oh, it's done?
Well, no, I'm saying it's still going.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just finishing up. It's a little half-assed. But I know I told you not to put the stream on there, but I'm trying to hurry up, make this video short. I might have mentioned earlier that the first video I made was about half an hour. Exactly half an hour. And so I wasn't able to upload it anywhere. I'm not tech savvy, so fuck me, right? And you are left with something like this.
Beautiful. Wow.
Zoom in from like near, not like zoom in, but
wow, looks cool.
try to get as much detail as possible.
Oh yeah.
So I would just let this air dry after I've kind of cleaned it with the clean water and brush, and then apply clear coat. And that could be anything from a 2-part epoxy, which is what I recommend, or, you know, some kind of varnish or other kind of wood finish lacquer type deal.
Very nice.
And yeah.
And that is how you make it.
Thank you.